Mr. Speaker, the government is blocking a national inquiry into the Red Gangs and says instead that we should have 5 local inquiries. But we know that there have been 50 places where these things have happened, and we know that in some of those places like Bradford, the local council are the ones blocking a local inquiry. And we know that the local authorities often don't have the powers they need to requisition evidence and summon witnesses. Indeed, this whole story began when Oldham Council wrote after the election to the Minister asking for the national powers that they needed. Why did the Minister refuse to meet with it?
I appreciate that this is where the whole story began for the Honourable Gentleman. It is not where the whole story began. Oldham Council had written, I believe, twice before to the previous government, as had Telford written to the previous government. So I'm afraid to say, for me, this story started many...
Odd. To say it's simply untrue is trying to suggest the Minister. I think we've got to get this right.
Mr. Speaker, on point of order, it's not correct that Oldham Council had written to the last government. An individual council had. Oldham Council had not. That's the whole point.
No. I'm sure if there's been a mistake, the Minister will correct that. Minister.
I will check the record and make sure, but I can. What I am absolutely certain of is the number of times that Telford Council wrote and asked. I'm not aware that Rotherham, in fact I am aware that not Rotherham, not Rochdale, not Telford, not Oxford, not any other places that have had an inquiry have ever been given a single bean by the previous government to do that work. And yet, here we are, and we will do it.